Welcome to News Today with Universal Parks News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for February 18th, 2022. As of Saturday, February 12th, Universal Orlando Resort team members will no longer be required to wear face masks if they're fully vaccinated. This updated protocol applies to onstage, backstage, indoors, and outdoors. Team members may still wear a mask if they prefer, and team members who are not fully vaccinated are still required to wear a face covering at all times while on the property, and as well practice physical distancing when possible. They may remove their mask when alone in a private office, actively eating or drinking, or back of house outdoors when able to maintain distancing at all times. Team members who have not completed their vaccination attestation are considered unvaccinated. As of February 13th, Universal Orlando Resort has changed another COVID policy. They've announced that masks are no longer required for any guests. This follows news that the resort will not require, again, those vaccinated team members to wear masks. Previously, Universal required all guests to wear masks indoors. That included all attractions and their queues. The new policy encourages the unvaccinated to wear a mask indoors, though. Pictured now is the previous rule requiring masks, but we expect to see all this signage. It has already changed already. Of course, various mask policies have been in place as part of the safety measures since the parks reopened in June of 2021. It's one of the last pandemic protocols remaining after Universal removed temperature checks and distancing requirements. So kind of back to normal a bit at Universal Orlando. Another Harry Potter Loungefly bag inspired by Diagon Alley is available at Universal Orlando. The bag is black and has the Harry Potter and Loungefly plaque on it. White clouds and gold stars are embossed on the bottom corner, and the other side of the bag has Diagon Alley embroidered in white with gold debossed windows and stars. This bag outlines the building instead of picturing them in full color like the mini backpack. The bag has handles and a detachable crossbody strap. There are two large snap pockets on each side of the bag and a zipper pocket in the center. We found this purse in the Universal Studios store at Universal Studios Florida for $82. Of course, Mardi Gras is in full swing at Universal Studios Florida. We were stopping by the Today Cafe to try our favorite treats from last year, the Mardi Gras vanilla cake with cinnamon swirl. The cake is presented beautifully with two layers featuring swirled Mardi Gras colors and frosting in between. Purple icing coats the top with a mini macaron, and the slice costs $4.99. The review on our website. Display your sweet and sour drops, your fruit balls, your sherbet lemons, or your fizzy wizzy with these beautiful new souvenir cups now available for purchase at Honeydukes in Hogsmeade at Islands of Adventure. Each cup comes with your choice of sweet and sour drops, those fruit balls, the sherbet lemons, or the fizzy wizzy. The cups are $25 each. They're very cute. Though an exact reopening date has not been announced for Poseidon's Fury at Islands of Adventure, the attraction seems to be approaching its return to operation. It has been closed for refurbishment for over a year, and the facade of the attraction was repainted over the last few months. Some of the exterior fountains have been turned back on, including this one that runs water over the Poseidon's Fury sign. The water can be seen running over both sides of the sign, which is outside of the construction walls. Behind construction walls, painting seems to be complete, and one of the facade fountains has been turned back on as well. Water pours from the statue mouth on the left side of the building. The fountain on the right is yet to be turned back on, but it all looks very positive for the return of Poseidon's Fury. We can't wait. Love this attraction. Universal Orlando Resort is reportedly looking to open Jurassic World and Back to the Future themed escape rooms at City Walk. The escape room trend hasn't slowed despite being around for years, and now Universal Orlando seems to want to get in on it by utilizing some of their most popular brands. The third and final installment of the Jurassic World trilogy is coming to theaters this summer, and Universal has been gradually expanding the franchise's presence in the parks, of course with Velocicoaster opening last summer. More and more merchandise for Jurassic World in the parks as well, so now it makes sense to have a escape room as well. But the one we're most excited about, Back to the Future. Of course, there hasn't been a lot of Back to the Future representation in the park since the ride closed back in 2007 to make way for The Simpsons. The escape rooms would take the now vacant space previously occupied by the Groove at City Walk. The site has been quiet since the walls went up, but we expect an announcement sooner rather than later that these escape rooms are coming. Shrek 4D officially closed at Universal Studios Florida on January 10th after 19 years. And in the Universal Legacy store in City Walk, there's now a sign commemorating the attraction's long run. The sign reads, "The ride, set shortly after the events of the first film, follows Shrek and Donkey as they attempt to rescue Princess Fiona from Lord Farquaad's ghost." The bottom of the sign now says 2003 to 2022, commemorating the closing of the attraction. Of course, this sign was there before with, no end date because it wasn't gone, but now it is. So they had to update it. The Toothsome Chocolate Emporium and Savory Feast Kitchen at City Walk has rolled out a new seasonal shake for Mardi Gras. The Rhythm and Shake specialty shake sounded delicious, so we had to go try it, of course. Feet don't fail us now. This shake is oob ice cream with Nutella, Mardi Gras sprinkles, saxophone sugar cookie, and whipped topping for $16. A review on our website. Would it really be Mardi Gras without beignets? Sure, you can find bags of those fluffy powdered sugar treats in the park, but the best beignets are just down the road at the Endless Summer Resorts. Dockside and Surfside are both celebrating Mardi Gras this year with special offerings, and we had to try the beignets. Traditional beignets are served with a bourbon caramel sauce. For $6, you get 4 beignets. That's a tremendous deal, at least compared to Disney World. The resorts are celebrating Mardi Gras with exclusive drinks as well. The Endless Carnival can be found at the bars at either of those hotels, but we stopped into the Sunset Lounge at Dockside to give it a try. It's Castillo Silver Rum, Captain Morgan Spice Rum, Chinola Passion Fruit Liqueur, pineapple juice, orange juice, a pinch of dried blackberries, a pineapple wedge, and a green sugar rim for $14. Reviews of all of those, obviously, on our website. Meanwhile, you can let the good times roll with drinks and bowling at Cabana Bay Beach Resort. Galaxy Bowl is getting in on the Mardi Gras fun with some limited time offerings. First up is the Mardi Gras platter for $20. It comes with Zydeco Shrimp Po' Boy, Zapp's Craw Taters, King Cake, and a 16-ounce Abita draft beer. And next was the Bowling Pin Hurricane for $25. It's Bacardi Light Rum, Myers Dark Rum, Chinola Passion Fruit Liqueur, lemon juice, orange juice, grenadine served in a bowling pin souvenir cup. Say it with me, the review on our website. After a long gap in visible progress on the Toothsome Chocolate Emporium and Savory Feast Kitchen in Hollywood, construction walls finally went up last month, but now we're seeing work on the upcoming Emporium, which already exists at Universal Orlando and Beijing. The dome building is currently just plain white, and paint and decorations will come later. From up high, we can see that some of the ground has been excavated and work was underway on the front doors. A walkway leads to the front doors, which are currently just exposed natural wood. Wood supports, a broom, and Husky branded boxes are visible inside. Very exciting. The side doors were open and construction materials, including more wood, were sitting outside. And there were a few piles of dirt from the excavation work. For now, Toothsome is just coming soon. No date announced yet. Guests of Universal Studios Hollywood are no longer required to wear masks at outdoor locations. They still have to wear them indoors, no matter what your vaccination status is, though. I know that's very different from things here in Orlando, but we did pay visit to Universal Studios Hollywood. We've got lots of photos of guests enjoying some fresh air outside without a mask. You can check all that out on the website. Douglas Trumbull, who worked on the special effects of several impressive films, has died at age 79. Trumbull created visual effects for 2001: A Space Odyssey, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Star Trek: The Motion Picture, Blade Runner, and many more. But he was also a director and directed the video from Back to the Future: The Ride, which previously existed at multiple Universal theme parks worldwide. He made a cameo in the attraction as an IFT scientist alongside pre-show director David DeVos. Featured films he directed, again, including Silent Running and Brainstorm. He was nominated for and awarded several filmmaking awards and served as vice chairman of IMAX for 3 years. That's no surprise, given that, you know, if you've ever been on Back to the Future: The Ride, it was essentially an IMAX simulator. So he'll be missed. And of course, Back to the Future: The Ride lives on with us, those who experienced it, forever. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to UniversalParksNewsToday.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Universal Parks News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. For UPNT, this is Tom Corliss saying the future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one.
From WDWNT, the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Park Center. Join us each week for news and discussion topics from the Disney and Universal theme parks around the world. We cover the top stories in a quick, concise, and fun format. Then our panel breaks down and debates some of the biggest issues and what they mean for us, the parks fans. From the latest announcements to openings and delays to scandals and snacks and merchandise and more, we cover it all in 90 minutes. Join us live every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com/WDWNT, or watch episodes on demand anytime. Or subscribe to the audio version of the show on your favorite podcast app.